Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of OverVoice Season 3. Today I am joined by the amazing, sweetest, illustrious Joey Sourlis. No, Sourlis.
Sourlis. Almost.
I always fuck up the names on the intro, even though you tell me beforehand. I'll get it right one day. But
Hey,
Joey, would you like
it's
to
all good.
introduce yourself, my friend?
Yeah. I'm Joey Sourlis. I'm a SAG eligible voice actor of around 10 years ish. Um, you might have heard me in My Time at Sandrock. You might have heard me in Hunt Showdown. You might have heard me in Pride's Misfits, an awesome, amazing, independent animated short film done by the amazing Crash Taco Productions. Um, And you also may have heard me as Cable in Marvel Move.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so that's what I do. I also do demo production as well, so you might have seen me around in that circuit.
Oh, that I didn't know. So that's information to me. Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You are part of Prize Misfits. You're Claude. Do you have your keychain?
Um,
Got mine right
yeah.
here.
I don't have my keys in here, but I
That's
can go
okay.
get.
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna go get those. Boom.
Yes, there we go. Hell yeah. Beautiful.
Wow. Nice to see you.
Oh my god, we haven't
Oh
met in
my
the canon.
God.
We haven't met in the canon yet. This is great.
No, our characters haven't met. That's I met the funny Italian one. I forget his
Evan.
name.
Evan, you met Phil's character. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, he was hilarious. He did such a good job in that.
I
But
know
yeah,
he,
he was
he did so well. Yeah.
my fire boy Claude.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
the light was getting him. There we go.
Also, now for my first question, my actual first question now. This is a question I asked for all the voice actors here. But what got you into voiceover? And you said you've been doing this for 10 years, and like that's a decade, man. So like, how is like the process like changed for you like all this time, you know?
I've been doing it professionally for about 10 years, or pursuing it in that regard for 10 years. Before that, I would always make videos with my brother. I'd always like for YouTube, just little funny stuff. I'd always do like comic dubs. That's where I started. I got into the comic dubbing scene, um, and that's where a lot of it came from my childhood interest. Like I kind of just knew when I saw behind the scenes of voice acting. It was the first time I'd seen a behind the scenes like for an animated movie or something like that. I saw these guys in a booth just with the headphones in front of a microphone doing the voices, and I'm like, that's like the best of both worlds, of acting. And from an early age, my brother was a big inspiration for me to get into it. He's not he's not like a big voice actor. He does some things here and there, but I wish he would do it more because he really got me into it with a lot of his voices.
Nice.
Yeah, it was. We did a lot of role play as kids. Like I was Anakin Skywalker, he was Darth Sidious, and we'd fight with lightsabers, and we do the voices and all that. It was fun.
Hell yeah. Is this based on the movies or the Clone Wars and stuff?
When I was a kid, it was the movies because the Clone Wars hadn't come out yet, and then when I was like in middle school, that came out, and then it was a whole different world. But
Yeah. I still haven't finished Clone Wars. I need to catch up. I haven't seen the last time I saw Clone Wars was I think it was like 2014. So it's been a while, but I know more stuff has come out since then. I need to catch up. There's so much Star Wars stuff. I'm just out of the loop with Star Wars.
I know Star Wars is really getting busy now.
There's
Like,
so much. It's like with Marvel nowadays. Like I can't keep up nowadays.
I know Marvel actually kind of slowed back, and Star Wars seems to have kind of filled that little buffer area.
Yeah, a little bit, but I'm actually kind of glad Marvel slowed down a little bit. I think we're only getting
Mhm.
one Marvel movie this year. It's gonna be the Deadpool one, so I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it right now. If Deadpool 3 sucks, then I have no hope for the MCU. I'm gonna
Oh
just say
my
it right now.
gosh. I think that's what a lot of people are That's where a lot of people's heads are because man, that there's a lot riding. Like this movie looks really good, but
Mm,
if it's a stinker, man, it's gonna you're gonna lose a
yeah,
lot of fans.
exactly. But I'm also really glad, like the because I saw the Wolverine suit. It looks really nice. But I'm glad they took the sleeves off of the arms. Like I was gonna say, like the full sleeves. I'm not sure. I wasn't thinking it that much. I'm not gonna lie. But like,
Yeah, like I was when I saw the full sleeves, I was like, okay, it's like you just gotta take those sleeves off,
yeah,
be. But then they showed that in the trailer, and it's like, okay, well, I have nothing.
this is much better. Yeah. I
Yeah,
also noticed the Infinity War poster in the back.
yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's one of my. Yeah, I've got a few posters up in here, but I got a lot of my action figures up too. Like, you want to
Oh
see
yes.
those?
Oh please do, please show me. Oh my god, you have so many. I love that.
There's a big shelf over there that's got there's a lot of foam and stuff just all around.
I see
This
Bowser over
is
there. I see
yeah, I got
was that Woody from Toy Story? I think I saw Woody from
yeah,
Toy Story.
yeah.
Oh
There's a
yes.
whole Disney shelf down there. There's some comic Marvel figures there. Some Justice League figures, Power Ranger figures, and then my
Yeah.
Clerk figures. I love the View Askew universe up there.
Hell yeah.
Um, and then my Batman Arkham figures.
Damn,
Um,
you're living my childhood dream right now. Goddamn.
yeah, I've collected these ever since I was a child. So I
Ah,
figured, hey, voiceover career, this is the perfect place thing to put in an office for that type of job.
yeah.
So
I wish I still had all my figures from when I was a kid. Because I think at one point my mom just sold them all to like well, not sold them. She gave them away to like the Salvation Army. But you know what? At least it's going to some other kids, which I'm happy. It's not being thrown away. But like I miss them. I miss all my Bakugan and shit. You know,
yeah,
I only have like Freddy Fazbear, like the plush now, and a couple of amiibos here and there. But
oh man,
I
yeah,
wanna start collecting figures again when I can. But like figures are expensive nowadays.
they can be. They can be. A lot of the figures I get, those Batman Arkham ones I just showed you, those got a little pricey, and
Mm.
I got those when I worked at Walmart.
Oh hell yeah.
Uh, yeah, and I was a kid. I was young, and I was like, I didn't really have any bills, so a lot of it went
Yeah.
to that type of stuff. But now that I'm older, it's like, it's a luxury every when I can. But this is all stuff from my past. A lot of them, I like the Marvel Legends. I
Oh
showed you those.
yes. Yes, they're
Back
very good. They're so well made. Oh
mhm.
my god. I need
There's
to get some. I miss out. I always get like the bootleg ones at conventions, but I need the real ones.
no, hey, those bootleg ones like can fill holes. I'll tell you
Again.
that. Like
Again.
if, if you're if you're missing out on a figure and they have like a bootleg one, some of them are really good. Some of them are pretty sweet looking. And they can fill holes in your collection, but no shame. I've got
Okay. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, my next question for you is because like you mentioned at the start you were part of my time in Sandrock, and that game I haven't played a lot. I haven't played a lot of that game, but I've been enjoying it so far. I've also
hmm
seen clips and people playing it as well as the trailers as well, and I love seeing how far it's like come. You know, so like being just like as yourself being part of that game and stuff, and being able to go to like streamily sign events and all those things like that, like in your career, like what was like that feeling like an experience?
It was a first for real. My character in that game is kind of hidden. He's not the main. There's a main character named Fang in that game, and I play his father, who um, throughout the game is referred to as him, and he's very like there's a picture of him on the wall with the family of Fang, but his face is like ripped out. And then if you marry Fang and you pursue a family with Fang, then that's when you meet Talon, my character. But I tell you, even though he's such a small character in the background, the fans have been so welcoming. It's been crazy. it's been a lot to process that it's like, wow, I'm really signing autographs.
Yeah, man.
Um, but it's been really cool. I love that game. I got to play a little, but I'm waiting till it comes out on. Well, I'm waiting till I can find it on PlayStation 4.
Nah, fair enough. Because it's on the Switch.
um,
It's on the Switch right now, I think. I'm pretty sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's on the Switch and it's on PC. My computer won't run it. I tried.
Ah, oh man.
Yeah, it won't run it, but that's okay. The game, I love the atmosphere of that game too. The
Mhm.
music, the scenery, the feeling you get. It's awesome. When I auditioned for it, I didn't even know I was auditioning for it
Oh,
for my
really?
time. Yes, it was one of those secret auditions, and the names were like abbreviations of their initials. So Talon
Oh,
was
yeah.
EL, um, and that's when I did that read because I got a casting call in my email, and they're like, "Hey, read for these characters." So I didn't really think anything of it. I was like, "Oh, this is kind of weird." Whatever. So I just read for all these characters, and then I got a call back, and they're like, "Congratulations, you were cast in My Time at Sandrock." And I emailed back. I was like, did you mean to send this to me?" Like, did you mean like you got the right guy? Because I don't think I auditioned for that game, but I did. I did.
Fair enough. I can't believe you actually booked the role and you were like, "Hey, are you sure? Are you sure about this?"
Yeah, yeah,
That's a
yeah.
first. I've never heard that before.
Yep. I have a lot of interactions like that I try I don't go too deep into because like a lot of I get confused a lot of times with the way people have these like casting calls set up, and sometimes they're really secretive. They don't even want you to know that you're auditioning.
Yeah, yeah, it's really interesting. Like some are open, some are just really closed off. You never know.
Yeah, yeah, and sometimes those closed off ones are just like, I need a little more information so I know what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been a crazy experience getting to. I just did a Streamly event with the guy who voices Fang himself, Jonathan Bullock.
Oh yeah.
We just did like we did a father son type.
Oh, that's
Uh,
cool. I love that.
yeah, yeah, we did a special. We got the whole like a lot of the cast of the game together, and we did a little audio drama that we played on live stream, and it was really cool.
Oh, that's
That
dope.
was fun. Yeah, and it's crazy. Like I think out of the between me and Jonathan, um, I kind of look a little more like Fang, like his
Interesting.
character. And then I like well, because like my character, I look absolutely nothing like. I think I have a print here
Oh,
of
yo.
him. Yeah, I got one. Let me. Oh, yeah. So this is Talon here. This is my character Talon.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't know if
wow.
you get.
The bit
Yeah, I get.
lustrous beard.
Look, yeah, I look nothing like that, dude.
No, you got
Fang.
like you got the same eyes, hair. I see it.
Well, I got green eyes. He's
Oh,
got baby blues.
true.
Yeah, and I am nowhere near a blonde man. So yeah, like that was kind of cool. But that stream went very well. That was very fun. I had such a good time. It was fun hanging out with Jonathan, getting to shoot the breeze. But
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Um, yeah, my next question for you is, other like, because you've been doing this for 10 years, but I imagine you've been doing professionally for 10 years, but I imagine you've been doing this before then as well. So, but like, since you've been doing this for so long, are there any like franchises or like video games or animation or anything like that you like any dream projects that you'd like to be in the future?
I want to get into Genshin. Like
Yes.
that's such a goal of mine, man. Like not only because a lot of my friends are in it, or pretty much all of my friends are in it, but I don't know. That game looks so pretty.
It is. It's beautiful.
I love games that like that, you know, that really focus on the art style and just games that it's sort of like my time at Sandrock. It scratches that comfort itch, you
Yeah.
know. I like being a part of those games, but you know,
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah.
you should do the class of Brook Chalmers. I'm pretty sure he's got one up in July on Help Network if it hasn't sold out already. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I'll have to look into that.
Yeah. Brook's awesome. I haven't worked on Genshin yet, but I'm fingers crossed someday. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I I right now I'm just trying to get everything set up. Like,
Yeah.
there's my booth right there.
Oh,
It's
beautiful. I love the foam painting, like the little white spirals.
yeah, those I think I'm still trying to get the sound just right.
Yeah, that's
It's
fair.
I won't be happy and like be able to be like, yeah, you know, I like how that looks until I'm done. Like
Fair enough, honestly.
right now, it's just like work.
All right. Now I'm gonna ask you a really, really deep question here, because
Yeah,
I imagine you're very you're very knowledgeable about the Marvel and DC universe, both movies, comics, everything. But
thanks.
I need you to answer this debate. Who's better, Marvel or DC?
You might not like my answer, Vikram.
All right, we'll
You
see
might
about
not
that.
like. I don't play favorites.
Oh,
That's my answer. I think I think there's something to love about both. That's you know, people try to ask me, "What's your favorite thing? What do you put it like? What's your rank?" And I'm like, I can't answer because it's like
but if you had to put one over the other, not to say that either one's bad, but like if you had to put one over the other,
I tend
which takes the edge?
I tend to gravitate towards Marvel a little bit, but that's only because you know, like that was what I was first exposed to.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because you know, like I love Superman, and I'm finding out later in life that I'm going back to DC and sort of with the same approach I went to Marvel with when I was younger, because you know, like in Marvel, like you got characters like Spider-Man, you got characters like Captain America, you got characters like Deadpool, like, and
Yeah,
then it's so there's something to learn from every character, you know. Spider-Man was a big one for me. He taught me to that when you get knocked down, you get right back up. That's the one thing I learned from him. Captain America basically taught me that integrity and honesty and compassion matters all the time, even when it's hard, and it's usually worth it. Um, and that it's better to be a good person before a good, you know, soldier.
yeah,
Um, and also like the characters, like their stories go so deep. Um, with Captain America, you find out that you know he's wearing the stars and stripes, but he's championing a country that kind of likes Iron Man a little more, you know?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's crazy.
Think about it. Like everybody talks about Iron Man, so even in real life, Iron Man is high up on the list and Cap is down here.
Yeah.
He's a billionaire.
Oh, oh man.
Just it the story goes so deep, you know. It's that's why I guess that's why I gravitate towards Marvel, but DC, I love DC because you know you got characters like Superman, who's basically has the same brain type as Captain America.
Yeah.
It's being a good person before being a good soldier. So I guess I'm more familiar with Marvel. I would have to say Marvel, I guess.
Yeah, I like both as well. I grew up with Marvel, but I think nowadays I kind of similar to you actually. I've been going back to a lot of DC stuff because
Yeah.
I've been actually liking Superman a lot more. I used to think he was boring in the past, but like now like I think he's like the most nuanced character. He's simple but effective, and then he has other
Yeah.
complexities like deep inside as well. And it's just like wow. Oh, damn, I was a dumbass when I was a kid, bro. This is great. What was I talking
Yeah,
about?
I think when we're kids, we like the boom, bam, pow, the pretty colors and all that stuff, and
Yeah,
that stuff, like those deep lessons, kind of come second because when you're a kid, you want to have fun,
yeah.
all that. But as I'm getting older, I agree. I went back to Superman a lot. There's a show called Superman and Lois.
Mm,
Oh, gosh, that has got to be my favorite Superman. I love Tyler Hoechlin as Superman because in that show, you're not seeing him battle like Brainiac and all these crazy characters as much as he's facing real fights. Like Lois gets breast cancer,
mm,
and like you're seeing Superman try to fight an enemy he actually can't do anything about.
yeah,
He can't, and that's a way we've never seen Superman before. And then you see these characters in these real life situations. Even Peacemaker on
yeah.
with John Cena. That's a great show. John Cena,
He nailed it, man. He did so good.
yeah, like that was a whole new side to him I've never seen before, and it's like, man, this guy and this character Peacemaker is going through this stuff. It's like I've been through that, and oh, wow, like that's really real, and it's cool what they're able to expand upon these characters with.
Yeah, because I remember seeing his character in the Suicide Squad movie, and like it was nice, but like the show really like just went in, you know?
Yeah, yeah. The show, like the movie, made you feel one way about him, and then the show kind of changed that feeling
Yeah.
that you had. It kind of gave him a little more depth. And yeah, DC, like now, like you said, I'm going back and sort of re-watching it because it's like you can see how it differs from Marvel, but
Mm,
also things it does pretty similarly. Because there's humor, like with Batman. It's a good example. You either get him super stoic and serious, or funny and jovial. It's like, why not both? Why
yeah.
can't both exist? So now that I'm seeing that more, I'm kind of going back to.
Yeah,
So
I started out with like I think this might have been because I was a kid, but I started out with like the super goofy shit. Like because I remember watching Superhero Squad as like my first like intro to the Marvel universe. And like
right,
I still hold that show to like really high regard because I still find it funny. It's still good.
yeah,
Um
no, yeah, it's really good.
it's like and like my biggest flicks from that show is knowing who Thanos was before everyone else, before my classmates. So that was good.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then after that, it was like Spectacular Spider-Man and the other things going on. I wish that show
that
continued, man. It was so good. I watched the 2 seasons recently. I'm like, damn, dude, why did it get canceled?
I've got those. I've got the complete series, I guess you want to call it. But I got the Spectacular Spider-Man on DVD. I
Nice.
had to. That was such a good show, man. The intro alone.
Oh yeah, 100%. I have that on my YouTube playlist.
Yeah, like I've tried to show other people. I've even tried to show my fiance. She's like, I kind of don't like this one. I'm like, what?
Nah,
Like
divorce her. It's still
uh,
too late.
no,
I'm so joking. I'm joking.
no, yeah, that was crazy. I did not understand why she didn't like it. Like that song is a bop.
Yeah, exactly. Like the song alone should get you into the series, you know?
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to ask you, um, as someone who's been a voice actor for over a decade, is there any like piece of advice or pieces of advice you want to give to like newer voice actors who are starting or voice actors who are currently in their journey at the moment?
My brain kind of shuts off when I'm asked this question, but I've
Oh,
been training. I've been working on it.
all good,
Because
man. No such thing as a wrong answer here, you know. So go ahead, go ahead.
there's so many like there's so many things you want to say, like don't base your success off of other people's successes. Don't try not to compare your talents to other people because it's a lot of that stuff you want to say, right? But I think the thing I keep coming back to is buckle up.
Ooh.
because this doesn't happen quick. I'm I'm not even where I want to be yet, and I've been doing this for about 10 years or so. It's it's an investment. This job is like, if you think you're going to be able to get into Genshin Impact or get into any of these big AAA titles with a headset and the gaming headset and an open room, it's like,
Oh, good luck.
good luck. Yeah, because it's like, you really do, you have to, there is a degree of proving yourself, proving your capabilities, proving your abilities that you can do this. Because when you send in that audio, part of that final result is on you. Um, and in that final result, if your quality isn't up to par, if it sounds really like, and they can only do so much to save it, it's just gonna take away from the immersion, right? Like, I produce audio dramas, and I try to make sure everybody's got a similar type quality to their microphone, because as soon as you hear a bunch of regular sounding, I guess, voices in the production, and then you hear one that's coming through kind of like this, and it's like, well, there goes any kind of immersion I had, because it's like,
Yeah.
now it feels like an audio drama. But so I'd say you're not going to get through your career without spending some money, but know that it's okay to invest in yourself, because you get new equipment, you get new microphone, new interface. That's going to open more doors. You get new, you treat your area, you make yourself a contender for this stuff, make yourself a worthy opponent, right? Because as we try not to be competitive in this field, but the way it's set up, kind
It's
of are competing
it's
against.
it's hard not to feel competitive in this space, you know.
Yeah. Well, and I think that does rely on the individual, but I think
Yeah.
the competitiveness lies in on the producer and or the project runner's end, because it's like you're up against all these other voice actors, and it's like, yeah, it might not be like, screw you, I'm gonna get in first.
Yeah.
It's more selection than it is rejection, and there's a lot of things to keep in mind with that. But um to ensure you get those parts, that you nail the audition's going to book you the role, not your demo,
Yeah.
not your social media or whatever. The audition is what books you the role, because even if you're hired because of your identity, they still want to make sure you can do the read. Um, so invest in yourself, invest in your equipment, and make yourself a worthy contender for them to select, because you want to try to get into those semifinals, like the final three.
Yeah.
You want to hear that it was hard to choose. Like, in a rejection, it was like, your performance was great, but we ultimately went with someone else. That's still good.
Mm,
Like, you stood a chance.
exactly,
But
man.
all that becomes possible when you invest in yourself.
That's really good words of advice. I think
And
people, even myself, I end up forgetting like how much the audition is like the job more than like the actual booking itself. Like, because the audition is like the hard part, and the more and you actually get more better. You can get better with classes and things, but like the more you audition and try new things and try new approaches to the characters, or even stuff that you know works well, and if it gets you far, it gets you far. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's never usually like a personal thing. It's usually not like you didn't get this role because you suck and I hate you. But it's more like
yeah,
people are more suited to the voice because of the stuff and the work that they put in. And the only thing you can do is get good, and yeah, I mean, get good, but like get better at your craft and keep going. Honestly.
yeah, skill issue.
Jesus Christ.
You didn't get the role because that was a skill issue, my friend. You need to get good. No, No, yeah, like for real, and that brings up another point. It is about selection, but I think one of the most important things is be open to what you could be doing wrong. And that's not to say be paranoid, criticize yourself always. Don't do that. No,
Yeah,
I mean, so a while ago I felt like my career was stalling, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? I'm not moving, I'm not booking anything. There's something I need to be doing, but I don't know. And at that moment I was like, well, I can't try to look for that myself because I need an outside perspective. So I hired a coach, and I don't know if they want me to say their name. So they're a very, very, very big voice actor. I'll just say that. Um, but I said, listen, I'm not moving in this career. I'm stalling. Rip me apart. What am I doing wrong? I sent them my portfolio, and they gave me feedback, and I looked at that feedback as like, okay, this hurt, but
damn, they ripped you apart. Goddamn.
yeah, this hurt, but this is going to help me move forward, and
Hmm.
it has
Yeah.
it I they told me what I needed to have in my demos, what would sound good, what I was doing wrong, because I think and just that coaching helped my demo production for clients a lot better. It helped me get a new understanding, is like, and that's what I mean. Be open to new information, because no, you don't know everything there is to know in any regard, even outside voiceover. If it means that much to you, this job, if it's something that you're gonna be like, screw you, I'm gonna do it anyway, I'm gonna try, I don't care if I get hurt, then you need to be open to new information. You need to be open to that you don't know everything, and take that information in stride, because it's only going to help. Yeah.
So, this, I have one more question for you, Joey.
Yeah.
Out of all the characters that you've played, which is like the one that kind of relates to you the most? Not this isn't like a thing of like picking favorites over another or anything, but like and like which one has like struck a chord with you like personally?
Right. Who all do I play again?
Just pull up the IMDb if you have to.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think there's this new project I'm actually working on called Salmon and the Big Bad Wolf. Um, I think so. There's that one, and then there's Camp Cryptid, where I voice Dustin.
Mm.
Dustin's a little Thunderbird. Loves comic books. Not super great at sports. Little. He's a little anxious, and that's just like, and that's just a little version of me. But I know from Salmon and the Big Bad Wolf, he's I I thought Dustin was gonna be the one character that I thought was like, oh, that's 100% me. But then I know, um, because Dustin's up here. He's my higher register, like Claude. But I know is this register is my just my natural speaking voice, and I know's a lot like me because, um, he's like a wolf, but in it you find out that he's a nice kid. He's a sweetheart, and he just has the best intentions, pure intentions, and that's something I've always resonated with, I think, and I really got to be myself with Ino more than anything. So I'd have to say Ino from Salmon and the Big Bad Wolf.
Hell yeah.
He's on my if you're on Twitter, he's on my banner.
Oh yeah, let's
So
have a look after the interview's done. But yeah, we
yeah.
we love the goodest boys. The goodest boys are there's a charm to them. I mean, villains are
Oh yeah.
fun. Villains are always fun, but like when you play like the goodest boys, it's it's you know it's wholesome. It's an experience of itself. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a nice break. If you hear meowing, that's my cat just
Oh,
pawing at my door.
nice. But yeah, this is where the interview comes to an end. Thank you so much for joining me, Joey. You've been an amazing and lovely guest. Um,
Thank you.
thank you, man. And just two more things. Are there any voice actors that you would personally like to see here in the OverVoice hot seat?
Gerald Hill, amazing dude, really good friend of mine. And there was another one I was thinking of, but I have let me look. So Gerald Hill for sure. And um I think Phil Ava would be an
Oh
awesome
yes.
one.
Oh, I know both of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, hell yeah. We'll see if
yeah,
we can get them on
Phil,
for season four, but we'll see. But
that'd
yeah,
be cool.
last thing. Is there any social media you want to plug or any projects you want to promote? I'll link it all in the description.
Yeah. I mean, you can follow me on Twitter. That's where I'm most active. Joey Sourlis, VO. And I think make sure to check out or follow Camp Cryptid. That's a newer animation coming out soon. We're working on pilot now. Follow Salmon and the Big Bad Wolf. That's going to be a very sweet little film. And yeah, just I post most of my stuff on Twitter. So if you follow me there, you'll probably be able to keep up with me, I think.
Hell yeah. Oh, well, you hear that, folks? You know where to find them. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Well, thank you
Yeah.
again for coming. You've been again lovely. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you for the next episode. Bye bye.
Bye.